What are the mental health skills that work for men in prison? Here's why academic writing is a joke. I'm a PhD student who does participatory action research with incarcerated men. This means that I collaborate directly with these men to explore the ways that mental health skills are used or not used in prison. So to start this new research process, we wanted to first do a review of the current research. But because guys on the inside don't have access to the same virtual databases of scholarly articles that academics do, I gathered the research, I brought it to prison with me, and I shared it with the guys. And it seemed like this was a pretty straightforward and pretty good idea. I would bridge the gap between research and practice by bringing the research to the people. But then I started to read the academic writing I'd brought to the guys on the inside. And it was stuff like the intrapsychic relationship between gender norm adherence and other multidimensional issues such as a perceived risk of disclosure and self-imputation is partially moderated by self-compassion in men experiencing incarceration with 3 or 4 lifetime events to ultimate time. Which I'm pretty sure all of that just means self-compassion is good for you. But as I read the research to them, I realized that this may very well be as close as I'll ever get to feeling what Chris Rock must feel when he's on stage, because this material is fucking hilarious. Top floor, ivory tower, unintentional, stand-up comedy, to the point where I had to actually slow myself down and go, wait a second, if they're loving this now, wait till I get to the research on emotional discharge. And initially, I thought they were just laughing because the words sound funny or maybe they didn't understand all of them, but that wasn't entirely it. The laughter was a punch up at whoever thought it was a good idea to take some pretty straightforward and potentially quite useful findings and mask them in overly academic clinical jargon. And the argument from the ivory tower would be that their writing is intended for other academics, and maybe that the technical nature of it may help unlock some nuances which can then be translated into meaningful real-world applications. But for now, the most meaningful real-world application for me and the people I work with is shared laughter. Or should I say, group emotional discharge.